Angela Deem, one of the wildest stars from 90 Day Fiancé, has always been known for her fiery attitude and crazy behavior. But hold on tight because something shocking just happened. TLC has reportedly dropped Angela from the show. Fans are freaking out over leaked footage that shows Angela in an even worse light than before. What could she have done this time? Grab your popcorn because this juicy drama is just getting started. When Angela Deem first appeared on 90 Day Fiancé, she brought a southern flair and a big personality that shouted, "I'm in charge," from the get-go. Angela made sure everyone knew her thoughts, often with a lot of shouting. People either adored her or couldn't stand her. But one thing's for sure, she was impossible to ignore. Her wild ups and downs with her Nigerian fiancé, Michael Ilesanmi, were full of drama, emotions, and some seriously awkward moments that kept everyone talking.
What happened, Michael?
Honestly, I wasn't treated like I'm a husband, you know. Like I was treated like I'm just a nobody. That's just how I'll put it.
Angela Deem, the woman whose fiery personality has kept us glued to our screens since 2018, has been fired by TLC.
However, Angela's behavior began to cross the line from entertaining to downright alarming. Remember when she screamed in Liz's face during 90 Day Fiancé Happily Ever After? Viewers watched in horror as Angela got uncomfortably close to her co-star, unleashing a verbal tirade that left Liz visibly shaken. And that wasn't a one-off. Angela had a history of aggressive confrontations both on and off the screen. But as they say, the higher you rise, the harder you fall. And for Angela, that fall was swift and brutal. Just when you thought Angela Deem couldn't get any crazier, some secret footage hit the internet and caused a huge stir among 90 Day Fiancé fans. The details of the footage are still a mystery, but it was so shocking that TLC executives finally said, "We've had enough." What's in this footage? Stay tuned because this drama is far from over. Fans on social media started buzzing when they noticed something weird. Angela and Michael were missing from TLC's 90 Day Fiancé's Instagram account. It was like they had vanished overnight. All posts about the couple were suddenly gone, and even Angela's own Instagram had lost all traces from the show. Was TLC quietly trying to cut ties with their troublemaking star? It sure looks that way. The final nail in the coffin came when insider reports suggested that the footage involved a physical altercation, something TLC could no longer turn a blind eye to. The network, which has faced criticism in the past for seemingly enabling Angela's behavior, finally decided that the risk of keeping her on the show outweighed the ratings she brought in. And just like that, Angela Deem, the Queen of Chaos, was dethroned. The news of her firing reportedly hit Angela hard. For someone who thrives on attention and the limelight, the thought of losing her platform must have been a bitter pill to swallow. Sources say Angela was seen breaking down in tears, something we rarely saw from the usually tough-as-nails reality star. But as much as Angela might want to blame others, whether it's the producers, the network, or even the fans, the truth is that she only has herself to blame. Angela's wild behavior had been getting crazier and crazier over the years. While it made for gripping TV, it was also like a ticking time bomb ready to explode. In reality TV, there's a thin line between being a shocking star and being too risky to handle. Angela crossed that line, and now there's no turning back.
Angela, sit,
Angela, chill down and respect us, please.
Yara, shut up. You have no, you don't know what I do.
Sit down and respect us.
Sit me down, bitch. Sit me down.
Sit down. Sit down and have some respect for everybody.
I don't respect no one. I don't care. And I didn't shut your mouth.
Guys, what is going on?
As expected, the news of Angela's firing set the internet ablaze. Fans took to social media to express their reactions, with opinions divided as always. Some were ecstatic, saying that it was about time TLC took action against Angela's abusive behavior. Ding dong, the Wicked Witch is dead, one commenter gleefully posted, capturing the sentiment of those who had long called for her removal. Others, however, expressed a sense of loss. As problematic as she was, 90 Day Fiancé won't be the same without her. One fan lamented, "Love her or hate her, there's no denying that Angela was a key player in the 90 Day Fiancé universe, and her absence will leave a noticeable void." But the most interesting reactions came from those who saw this as an opportunity for the show to reinvent itself. With Angela Angela gone, could this be the fresh start 90 Day Fiancé needs? Could the network finally focus on couples who are genuinely trying to make their international relationships work rather than feeding into the toxic drama? Only time will tell. But let's not forget about the memes. Oh, the glorious memes. The internet wasted no time in turning Angela's downfall into a meme fest. From comparing her to notorious reality TV villains to creating mock job applications for her next gig, fans found humor in the chaos. One viral meme even showed Angela's infamous angry face with the caption, "When you realize screaming at people isn't a career."
But the content of Angela's screams makes it worse. First, there is what she says screaming cruel obscenities. Good, decent people who love their partners don't yell at them to shut up. Angela does. She says whatever she wants, at whatever volume she wants. The second major issue is the motive behind her yelling. We don't just mean that it's prompted by her mood or by imagined slights by Michael.
And what about Michael, you ask? Well, according to sources, Michael isn't exactly shedding any tears over Angela's departure. In fact, he was spotted at a club in Houston, Texas, looking happier than ever. Could it be that Michael is ready to move on and start a new chapter in his life, one without Angela's constant drama? Fans are already speculating about what's next for Michael. Some are rooting for him to stay in the US and build a new life, perhaps even finding love again. After all, his spousal visa allows him to remain in the country, and Angela can't have him deported, no matter how much she might want to. For Michael, this could be the fresh start he's been longing for. With Angela out of the picture, all eyes are on TLC to see how they'll handle the fallout. Will they address her firing publicly, or will they simply move on as if she never existed? And what about the future of 90 Day Fiancé? Will the franchise continue to thrive without one of its most notorious stars? TLC has always had a knack for finding colorful personalities, and there's no doubt that they'll fill the void left by Angela with another big personality. But whether that new star will bring the same level of drama and ratings remains to be seen. One thing is for sure, the 90 Day Fiancé franchise isn't for some big changes, and fans can't wait to see what happens next.
In the comments section of an Instagram post, one of Angela's critics wrote, "She's finished. No more TV for her. People have spoken. Thank God for that." In response, Angela fired back, "Wanna bet?" Angela may not be prepping to film The Single Life, but there are plenty of other spin-off options she could be looking into, such as Season 2 of The Last Resort, or a future season of Happily Ever After.
Now, TLC has a big problem on their hands: damage control. They've been criticized before for keeping Angela on the show even though she often caused trouble. With all the recent drama, they need to figure out how to fix things fast. Now that she's reportedly out, will the network make an effort to distance itself from the controversy, or will they simply sweep it under the rug? And what about Angela's co-stars? Will they speak out in support of TLC's decision, or will they remain tight-lipped, fearing their own futures on the show? The network is known for its ability to pivot and keep viewers hooked, so it's no surprise if they use Angela's departure to kick off a new storyline. They might do a Where Are They Now special to show what's happening after all the Angela drama, or they could start a new season with fresh faces and real love stories. Either way, TLC has a golden chance to take the show in a new and exciting direction. Meanwhile, Angela's firing marks the end of an era for 90 Day Fiancé. For years, she was the face of the franchise's most explosive storylines, but in the end, her behavior proved too much, even for reality TV standards. As Angela fades into the background, the spotlight now shifts to those who will take her place. Will they bring the same level of drama, or will the show take a new direction? One thing is certain, Angela's story will always be remembered as one of the craziest, most talked about, and in the end, most tragic in 90 Day Fiancé history. Whether you were a fan, a critic, or somewhere in between, Angela Deem was pure reality TV gold. Her absence will definitely shake things up and change the show forever. But let's not get too sentimental. Angela may be out of the 90 Day Fiancé universe, but something tells me this isn't the last we've seen of her. Whether she pops up on another reality show, writes a tell-all book, or simply continues her antics on social media, Angela will find a way to stay in the spotlight. After all, drama is her middle name.